I can talk about that anytime you want, but right now we're going to talk about Matador and Chris. The Wario versus Lucas matchup, unlike any of the other things that we saw tonight, is definitely wacky.
Both of them have a lot of weird tools.
This is not honest, right?
No.
Both of these characters, neither of these are fair or honest.
Fair
right?
and balanced.
So it's just like
we'll see how this goes.
this is where we are.
Ooh,
right now.
good stuff. Good edge guard there with the up B, getting some percent on Matador, forcing that tech to recover.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that like what Matador is going to have to do here is he's really just going to have to like disrespect some of these options that Chris has, but he also has to like know not to get caught by some of the junk.
Right. I mean, Matador and Chris have played against each other a number of times, with Matador usually being the one on top of this.
Yeah.
I'd say of all the weird stuff that Lucas has, Matador knows what to expect, unless Chris has been working on some crazy stuff in the lab,
Well,
which is very possible. Or he could just run up and up forward air.
he's not practicing crazy stuff. He's just practicing like strong stuff, right? So it's like, oh, the loops, the Nair loops, and the DJC Zaire, all that stuff that like he's good at.
Right.
Right. These are things that are actually becoming optimal in our meta, sort of like as an MDVA, as like maybe a cave Nova meta, right? So it's like there's a lot of different levels to this, and Chris has been working on conditioning us over the past like, I don't know, 9 months to like kind of disrespect this character, but also like he's showing us the stupid stuff that he can do.
Right. Also, Chris is doing a pretty good job of surviving right now.
So far, yeah.
Well,
not anymore.
Commentator Chris.
Right, coming to his Chris. Yep, his hair with the green screen. Yep. He recently dyed his hair again, so the green screen just chopping him out. Looks like he doesn't have a brain, but he is a Lucas player, so at least he has one brain cell.
True.
That works somewhat.
He's not Ness.
Right, he's not Ness. Exactly. That's where I draw the line.
Worth noting here, this is a pretty slow start to the game. Both players still at 2 stocks, but we're 2 minutes into the game. Wario Waft already ready, which is telling me he's probably going to have another one. He's probably going to have another one before this game is done.
Maybe. Crit's playing a little bit more aggressively, so he wants to try to keep that time as short as possible. Let's see if that aggression pays off, or if he's just going to get comboed out in like a potential advantage and just getting knocked out of it. A lot of trades are working for Matador right now.
Ooh, F smash not quite enough.
So get him off the bike.
And speaking of horizontal recovery, Wario's got quite a bit with that bike.
Oh yeah, he does. He's got it all. Vertical, horizontal.
Well, when he doesn't have the bike, neither is great. When he does have the bike, it's a pretty sizable recovery.
That is true. Okay, good back there. Get him off the platform. Now trying to get that F tilt. Crit's hanging there for a long time, but Matador not finding the right option to actually punish it.
That's not Ness.
Not Ness, not this time, but there we go.
Matador's so good with his recovery.
And
back. Oh, up throw.
Up throw. Good mix-up.
Yep.
So this is DI mix-up. Obviously, if they are DIing in from the back throw, they're going to probably just die.
Yeah, and good stuff, putting those extra pummels in, making Matador think that he's absolutely going to go for that back throw there.
Ooh, that was an unfortunate.
Speaking of DI.
Yeah, you hate to see it, but he's trying to get out of there a little too early, or a little too late in the game, and you're going to die, but not the way you want.
Not the way you want.
Yeah. Not the way, never the way you want. Never the way you want. So going with the battlefield and the multi-man melee song counter pick.
I'm into it.
I will allow it. The multi-man melee I think is a little
Fighting
tame.
Polygon
it's
team.
a little tame for me.
Fighting Polygon team.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nostalgic, right? It's a little nostalgic, but.
You know why they put those in the game in the original Smash?
Because they didn't have any coding errors?
Well, no, it wasn't coding errors. They were just like, well, if we want to have random NPCs for this person to fight in classic mode, they just used all the the frames without having to put anything on there.
Exactly. They just did without the skins.
Yep.
It's like all of their skinless counterparts.
Right. And then the wireframes in Melee were Captain Falcon and Zelda.
Yeah. Sure they were. That was a time. They were just like, we got lazy. We're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Just 2 characters now. Anyway, Matador sticking with it. About even percents here on Battlefield so far. Half a minute in.
Nice back air.
Ooh. So he reads the neutral get up. Obviously, it's a good mix-up. He wants to catch something on that platform.
Oh, great use of the snake to get there back underneath that bike.
Right. And there's not a lot of stages that are bad for Wario, but Battlefield is one I think crits can get a little bit more leverage off of. It's not the best for Wario, but he can get some good ladders.
Right.
Up airs.
Wario can make use of those platforms like anybody else, but this is probably not his favored counter pick.
Not really. We're gonna see.
Underneath.
So, yeah, I think Matador just now knows this is kind of like the condition not really working out for crits here, because Matador just knows when crits wants to go for that down smash. So he's just opting to go to the other side of the stage. He's just like, I'm out of here.
Right.
So I'm gonna dip. Oh, what?
Ooh.
Oh God, you scary, bro. That was that was not kosher right there.
F tilt not quite enough.
Get freeze.
Oh, I thought he was going underneath the stage again.
Jeez.
At this point, Matador could just jump forever, and I would expect it. Be like, yeah, that sounds right.
Right. Crits needs to be, I think, waiting a little bit on going for the down smash when he knows that Matador has the bike, because that's a really good stalling tool off stage for him. So obviously, if you go out, you throw out the down smash a little too early, Matador's just gonna find the opportunity, use a couple frames, get back to stage. But you know, there is an option there. If you wait a little bit, that really reduces the window that Matador's gonna be able to use.
Also, speaking of stalling, Wario's Waft is active right now. The longer the game goes, the more likely he is to get a second, maybe even a third.
Yeah. And now he's eaten, so it's only a matter of time before that comes out in the other way.
Oh, he's gonna use it here.
Yep. That'll do it.
Two conversions and you're dead.
Yep. And Chris just kind of like giving that face, like
fair and honest.
I love Wario. I love Wario.